Dominic Villa here, owner of the Villa Group at Summit Funding, and I'm here today at Abio Properties with Cam and Nicole Platt. Not only are they owners of one of the most dynamic and exciting real estate brokerages in the Bay Area, but they're also a pretty dynamic husband and wife duo as far as the real estate team goes. So how are you guys doing today?
Feeling pretty good.
Great, pretty good. All right. And so one thing I always like focusing on is what people at your caliber do that is different from other people. And one thing that you guys really excel at is managing a good team, not just in yourselves, but also as a brokerage as a whole. And so if you guys were breaking it down to one piece of advice that is going to lead to everyone's success dealing in a team environment, what would it be?
Choose to work with people who you can be stressed around, and it's not going to stress everybody else out. This business can be extremely stressful, and it comes really fast, and you have to have the ability to riff off of one another and not get too stressed and not freak everybody out.
All right, so who you're surrounding yourself with is a very important piece of building that team.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Stress.
Try never to be the most frantic person in the room. Try never to be the smartest person in the room.
Stress is a little contagious.
A little bit.
Close down.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're speaking from experience there a little
Just
bit.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right, now, as far as, like I said, when you're building a team and things that you're looking for, whether it's a one-person team, whether you're by yourself working in an office, or whether it's building a large team like what you guys have, what are you looking for when building that team or joining a team?
So I started off working completely by myself, one-man shop, broker owner, and so the first person you want to build on your team is the people who can do the things that you can't do, like an escrow officer and a lender. The next person I started with was an assistant who could do paperwork that I was spending my time doing. Doing paperwork doesn't make you any money. It's a necessary task, but it's not a dollar productive one. And so what I've tried to do over the past 15, 16 years I've been doing this is to set myself up for the opportunity to focus on the things that I find joy in and the things that I find profit in. And I like the negotiations. I like the interpersonal relationships. They're crucial to real estate. And so if I can find myself only concentrating on those and leaving everything else to competent people, then I think I'm finding success. And to a large part, that's how we build our team.
Okay.
So teams are to real estate, I think, sort of like Henry Ford's assembly line is to what car making was. It's not going to be as bespoke a product, but it will be consistent, and you can do a lot more production. And so if I'm the person who's always negotiating the contracts, if I'm the person who's always doing the business development, then I can concentrate on just those, and I don't have to worry about the project management. I don't have to worry about coming up with copy and marketing. I don't have to worry about how we're going to fund this purchase. I don't have to worry about title issues, all of that. So I don't have to worry about putting the lockbox on or having a sign go up. We have an assistant who goes and does that because that's not where my time is best spent.
Okay. And when you guys are having, like I said, your own team as individuals, like together, how do you decide who does what, and how do you have that nice balance between you guys?
Do you want to talk to
He
that?
takes the pile of things he doesn't want to do and then he shoves it over.
Which is pretty accurate.
All right. And then,
For the most part, I found the things that I enjoy the most, and a lot of it is in the day-to-day and interfacing with our clients. Making sure that they're happy. There's a lot of hand-holding. There's a lot of emotion in what we do, and I try and be there for our clients in the way that I think that I enjoy doing. I think that there's a lot of I'm going to cut out right there. And Cameron handles a lot of the negotiations and the bigger picture side of things that I particularly don't relish as much. I can do them just fine. I just feel like Cameron does a much better job.
okay.
So I think in that regard we do fit together really well, and that he takes what he does and runs with it. And then I know where to pick up. I know where to pick up from there. And that's the hard part, I think, in working on the team, is knowing where the other person left off and knowing where to pick up. And communication is key. I think that's really important.
One of the other things that I really like about separating those sort of responsibilities is like, for instance, Nicole can be have a very personal and emotional connection with the clients, which you need to be able to have. But it also frees me to come in when necessary and kind of be the hard ass and be the voice of reason, or there's like the cold shower of reality, where it's like, this isn't working, and I know that you want it to, and we have to change course. And so one of the benefits of having a team is being able to have those different personalities and those different styles, and have them work together towards the client's best interest.
All right. I like that. So ultimately, it sounds like kind of the base principle is when you're building a team, it's looking to get things off of your plate that you are either not good at or don't enjoy doing, and that perfect teammate is someone who is good at doing those and also enjoys doing it.
Absolutely.
And then like the glue that kind of holds that together is really just good communication between the team.
Yep.
So when you guys are building a team together, whether it be just you two or the brokerage, what are you looking for when finding the right pieces to plug into that team? Is it personalities? Is it strengths? What are the components that you're looking for to find that ultimate cohesive glob of a team together?
That's one of the most challenging things about starting a team, is because real estate agents tend to be like one-person shops, like a being unto themselves, and so it can be very hard to let control go. That was my biggest hurdle starting out, was actually letting go of the control of everything. And so you got to find someone that you trust enough to be able to give that control to, and to.
That's where I came in.
Yeah, that's where you can. That's right.
That's why you married her.
A lot of reasons. But no, I mean, when Nicole joined my team, we doubled our business that year, because she took over all the operations and marketing portions, which I was terrible at, and I was able to focus on the negotiation and the sort of the technical aspects of the transaction, which I'm marginally better at, but I also really enjoy. And so I was able to focus on that and get more business in our pipeline. And she was doing all of the work that is also necessary, but that I didn't have time to do both of.
Okay. Now, if we're to look at it from the opposite end of the spectrum, what do you think is one of the biggest mistakes people make in building a team or joining a team?
I think the biggest mistake that most single agents make when branching out and growing their team is to bring on another agent.
Why is that?
Because you're splitting commissions when you don't necessarily need to. The work that you should be doing as an agent who is growing their business, you really should be offloading a lot of the administrative things. So the best advice that I can give an agent who's starting a team is hire an assistant first, scale up part-time to full-time, see if you can find someone who's licensed. That would be the most helpful thing, because then you can start to duplicate some of the actions that you would otherwise have to do. But you're not also then giving up half of your commission for what will likely not be half of the work.
All right, that's pretty good. And you guys are speaking directly from experience in that range, correct?
Right, yeah. Nicole wasn't licensed for a year or two.
And I think a lot of it is personality. You really need to find somebody who fits with your own personality and vice versa.
So the culture is important, not just for the team, but brokerage, everything together.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Culture's the glue.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the stickiness.